Hello everyone, this is Crimson, your favorite fiery whatever. Today we're going today I'm gonna do part 2 of what if deku was Tai Lung's reincarnation. If you don't know who that is, Tai Lung is one of the most skilled and deadliest antagonists that Poe have ever fought in the 2010 movie Kung Fu Panda. And this is actually a collaboration with my good friend, full-time anime man. His channel will be in the link in the description. We have been working on this video for a very long time, so we really hope you like it. And if you'd like to see part 1 of this video, go over to his channel, which I leave in the description below. Now we got the pencil seeds out of the way, let's get into the video. We have to start with Deku saying, "Mom, I have something to tell you." As Inko said, "Okay." As then Deku spent half an hour explaining who he really is. So I'm the reincarnation of a very powerful and dangerous martial artist whose skills rivals even a top-class warrior that can destroy an entire village with just his rage alone, that can survive any type of weather in the snow. As Inko listened to this and said, Wow, honey, this is a lot to take in all at once." As Deku said, "Yes, I know. You may see me in a different light now, but I want you to know that I'm always your son. I'm not like him. I am Izuku Midoriya, son of the wonderful, kind-hearted, and beautiful Inka Midoriya." As Inka said, "To be honest, son, I guess that's where you got your martial arts from. But who is Uguay?" As Izuku said, "Like I said, mother, he is the Grand Master of Kung Fu." As Inka said, "But he's a giant anthropomorphic Galapagos tortoise." As Izuku said, "Yes." As Inka said, well, I did read up on animals roaming the earth, so I guess it can't be that crazy. But who are the two you have to work with?" As Izuku said, "I don't know, but I promise I will find them and will be the most ultimate team." As Inko hugged Izuku, saying, "That's my boy, and I promise I won't love you any less. You say you're not like that, man, but I guess you can use this as another opportunity." As Izuku said, "I will." Over the next few days, Izuku spent his time healing. When Izuku found out there was a martial art class, he asked his mom can he be a part of it. As Inka said, "Are you sure, Izuku? These guys look pretty advanced for someone your age." As Izuku said, "Yeah, I think I fit in pretty well." As Inka said, "Okay." As this was Gunhead's martial arts class. On Izuku's first day, they did the normal martial arts training they do, until Izuku saw two boys sparring with weapons. One with red and white hair with a burnt mark on his red half, with and another boy with spiky blonde hair that looks constantly angry. The half white and half red hair kid was using a spear to fight, and the way he was fighting was like a peacock flying trying to fight its prey. As the blonde boy, he was fighting as if he was like a bull trying to attack the bullfighter without a red seat in front of it. And he was using two jade chain blades, or whatever you call it. I can't really remember. As Sika asks, hey, as the blonde-haired kid with his Bakugo said, oh, it's a new kid. What you want? As Sika said, I just want to know, why are you using weapons? Aren't you two master of martial arts by now? As the white and red-headed kid, Soto saying, yes, but weapons are a perfect tool for fighting. Even the most trained of warriors need weapons to win a fight once in a while. You should try it, kid. As Bakugo said, oh no, oh shut up, half and half. We're seniors. We're above him. We can't just casually let him train with us. If he did that, then every nerd here would like to train with us. As Isuke said, I hope you don't take offense from what I say, but is it weapons kinda make you weak? As Bakugo said, you think he better than us, nerd? As Isuke said, no, I just don't get the point of using weapons. If you train at the point that your hands and feet are the most deadliest of weapons, then how come you use weapons at all? As Bakugo said, look, just because you're the prodigy student here does not mean you can just boss us around. As Isuke said, I'm not trying to boss anyone around, I'm just saying. As Bakugo said, oh, now you wanna challenge us. As Isuke said, what? No, I'm not saying that. As he said, Sensei. As Sensei Ganhan said, was feeling pretty popular. Bakugo said, well, since he thinks using weapons make us weak, I think we should test him on it. As Soto said, Bakugo, don't pour this out proportions. We're better than this. We're seniors. We're supposed to inspire students, not intimidate them. As Bakugo said, intimidation is the only way they know their place. But apparently we have to show him his place with violence. As Gahan said, very well. But after this Bakugo, you'll be punished. As Gahan said, Isuku, since you're new here, here's what just happened. You just been challenged to a 2-on-1 sparring match with our top students, Soto Todoroki and Bakugo Katsuki. As Isuke said, with brightness in his eyes, are you the son of Endeavor? As Todoroki said, unfortunately, yes. As Isuke said, why is that? As Soto explains why he's here and why he wanted to be born in the first place. As Isuke said, that man has no right to be called a hero. as Gon has shook what he said, because even God had no good and aware that no hero is allowed to do something as petty as that to their own kin. As Isuka said, okay, since a gunhead, I accept the terms. As Bakugo said, but wait, there's more, brat. We be using weapons. I will use my chain blades and half and halfway use his spear. As Isuka said, okay. As Gon has said, students, we're going to we're having a 2-on-1 sparring match. Bakugo Katsuki and Soto Todoroki versus Isuka Midoriya. As then the three went far so they can get space and momentum for their fight. Todoroki took his fighting stance. Then Isuka got his fighting stance. Then Bakugo got in his fighting stance. The fighting stance that they took over was the same as their Amma counterparts. Then they fought. Isuka was getting a good amount of distance and close range fighting techniques to hit Bakugo thanks to his amazing acrobatic abilities. And the fact that chain looks like a acrobatic rope. But with Todoroki, it was a little bit more difficult, but he managed. With Todoroki's experience with a spear, he was able to move exactly like a peacock in a battle for his life. As Isuka sees the birthmarks on both of them, and they saw the birthmark on Isuka, as they all say in their head, it's him. As Isuka said, in his mind, it's them. They kept them fighting until Isuka was the last one to pass out, thus making Isuka the winner of that fight. As everybody clapped, as Gon had said, wow kid, that is extremely impressive. As Isuka said, yeah, but they were extremely good with their weapons and skills. As Bakugo said, yeah, that's right. As Gon had said, that's enough training for today. Your parents are outside. As they all walk outside, and Inka said, so, how's your day? Isuka said, I made some new friends. As Isuka said, hey Kazan, and Soto. As Bakugo said, what did you just call me? As Isuka said, Kazan. As Bakugo said, you can call me that for now. As Isuka asks, you wanna play tomorrow? You wanna come over to play? As Inti said, why would my son have to play with a piece of trash like you, brat? As Isuka did a kick straight to the clavicle thigh. As Isuka said, oh, sorry sir, I saw a bug. As Auntie Todoroki said, you little brat. As Gon had said, Endeavor Auntie Todoroki. Because he saw that Auntie was about to shoot flames at the kid. As Auntie said, what, Gunhead? As Gon had said, if you keep up that behavior, I'll have no choice but to go to the Heroes Association and get you fired from being a hero and lose your place. As Auntie said, you wouldn't dare. I'm the top hero. You're only number 5 at best. As Gun had said, I'm also the most strained of all of us. So either you keep your anger in check, or I will blab to everybody what you have done to your family. As Angie said, fine. So to play. As Isuku said, okay, Mr. NG. As uh, as everybody went to the Midoriya's residence, and NG said, huh, I can tell by your belongings you're not very rich. As Isu, as Bucko said, and I can tell by how you act that you're a humongous fiery. As Bucko's mom hit him on the head saying, Koski, what's your mouth, young man? As Choto said, no, let him finish. No, let him finish. My dad deserved this. As Enji said, Soto. As Isu, as Soto didn't answer him, as he said, as Enji said, Todoroki. As Soto said, yes, old man. Why you won't defend your father? As Todoroki said, you're not even worth killing. As Isuku took him to his room, as he said, come on guys, let me show you all my figures. As Enji got offended and said, ouch. As they went into Isuku's bedroom, and they were impressed and freaked out about the many upon many figures that Isuku owned. Even the posters he have at his bed, and the books, and the pages among pages of hero notes he took, and martial art notes. As Butko said, my god, you're a dork. As Isuku said, well, closed the door and said, yeah, I know. As Isuku closed the door and said, not that we're alone. Did Ugre send you two here too? As Bakugo said, yes, the old turtle hermit sent us here. As Isuku said, so you must be the reincarnations of Shen and Kai. As Bucko said, why did that old turtle put me in this body? Have you ever done enough towards me? As Isuku said, that's enough. We're all responsible for our own actions, including myself. As Todoroki nodded his head saying, that's correct. As Isuku saw him his birthmark, then Bakugo saw him his bull birthmark, then Todoroki saw him his peacock birthmark. As Isuku said, so it's true. So you must know why this mission is so important. As Isuku said, as Bakugo said, yes. Where we got to find this dragon key papas or whatever? As Todoroki said, it's pronounced Kipa. As Bakugo said, Kipa, Kilapap, whatever. As Isuku just shook his head saying, okay. Have you told anyone yet? As Bakugo said, no, we haven't told anyone about who we really are. What about you, dork? As Inka said, I've told my mom everything. But she reassured me by saying she still loved me. but we have more important matters. So we all need to make sure we all are strong enough to take down Key Pa. So that means we all have to save for a lot of years until the day that Key Pa saw his face. Bakugo, your training will be involved in fighting a lot of bulls and straight linking your martial arts and with your double blades. As Bakugo said, the toughest creature, of course. As Isuki said, Todoroki, you'll be fighting a peacock while practicing your spears. As Todoroki nodded and said, if it pissed off my dad, I would do it. As Isuki said, and I will work on my skills and fight a snow leopard. As they all nodded, and Isuki said, but we all have to relearn, but we all have to learn one thing, our chi. As Bakugo said, psh, geez me, I'm able to summon chi warriors. As Isuki said, in your past life, yes, but in this new day and age, you're gonna have to relearn all of your moves. As Bakugo said, you gotta be kidding me, kid. I have to relearn all of them? As Isuki said, yes, it's the only way we can know we are strong enough to fight. As Bakugo said, but what about the panda? As Isuki said, I don't know. All I know is that we have to find a Fogo man with a panda birthmark. And whoever looks enough to be the next reincarnation of Po. As Todoroki said, all we need to do is find some fat guy that is strong and tough and fast. That sounds easy. As Isuki said, not very likely, Todoroki. Remember, reincarnation is a very confusing thing. So he might be anyone, even a girl. As they all nodded and said, okay, let's do this. As for the last 5 years, they all did the strategy they all agreed on. We time skip to the start of the anime, with Isuku in a classroom writing down notes for the last time of the year, with the teacher coming in the room doing his usual speech. As Isuki said, I hope everyone here achieved their dreams. As the teacher said, took the words right out of my mouth, Midoriya. You took them straight out of my mouth. You see that, kids? This is why I push him harder than everyone else here. Because he can take it and he knows what to say, no matter how blunt. So, Isuku, where have you signed up to go? As Isuki said, I signed up to be in the school of UA. As everybody looked at him with a shocked expression saying, the top school of the country? That's so hard to get in. We heard that all my life to have to fight 2 villains have to be in it and get a recommendation. How are you gonna get in? As Isuki said, easy. thanks to my physical results and my skill and my intelligence and my imitation skills and interrogation tactics, I think I'll be able to get in without any problems. As one of the kids said, but yeah, but you don't have a quirk. As Isuka said, plenty of people. I've seen plenty of people go by very, very well without any quirks. Hell, I'm pretty sure I'm skilled enough to be in without a quirk. We're just gonna have to see it. As Bakugo said, huh, damn nerd. Ethan, are you sure you're ready to put up with this? As Bakugo stand up saying, besides, sorry about that. Besides, how strong do you think you can be fighting a powerful villain? As Isuku said, I'm strong enough to take you on, am I, Carson? As Bakugo just chuckled and said, smart Alec, you smart Alec nerd. As the school bell rang, as Isuku was packing up, Bakugo said, Hey, Snow Leopard dork. I'm heading to Todoroki's to train. You coming? As Isuku said, yes, but let me go see my mom first. As Bakugo said, alright, see you later, mama's boy. As Isuku chuckled and said, as Bakugo said, what's so funny, dork? As Isuku said, nothing. The fact you call me mama's boy is reminding me of you when you went a bull hunter on the guy that tried to hit your mom. As Bakugo said, oh, shut up. As they leave, Isuku decided to take a shortcut so he can be there faster and more early. While Isuku was walking down the overpass, Isuku heard a noise. He touched the ground and said, something is coming from the sewers. As Isuku saw behind him was the sludge villain. As the sludge villain said, kid, let me buy your body. I think I got frequents in town today. As Isuku said, I'm sorry, but my soul is currently occupying this body. So please leave me alone. As Isuku said that with intimidation in his voice and looking serious. The Slytherin got scared and said, don't be cocky, brat. Now give up that body of yours. After the fight, Isuku was then seen to be scraping the sludge villain in a soda bottle. But as you saw as All Might said, I am here, what the hell? As Isuku saw All Might said, All Might, I'm very sorry. This sludge villain tried to attack me, so I had to defend myself. Here you go. As All Might said, thank you. Although using your quirk is very behemoth for a reason, but since it was to use to defend yourself, I will let it go. As Isuku said, who said I had a quirk? As All Might said, you don't have a quirk, young man. So tell me, how did you defeat the sludge villain? As Isuku said, I spent a lot of time in martial arts. As Isuku went to look for the birthmark, and he realized that All Might was not the reincarnation of Po. As All Might said, okay, kid. I see you later. As then Izuku walked home and greeted his mother, saying, Mom, I'm home from school. As Inga said, Oh, her son, how's your day back? How's your day from school? As Izuku said, It was fine. How's your day? As Inga said, It was fine. Before you got out to train, I made your favorite, Katsudon and beef. As Izuku smiled and sniffed the air, saying, You know me too well, Mom. As Izuku ate the Katsudon and beef, hugged his mom and said, I'll be back in a few hours. Stay safe. As Inga said, Yeah, I will. As they went to the Todoroki residence to train, as Todoroki said, You're late, Midoriya. He does not like you at all. As Izuku said, Sai, I have to go visit my mother. As then, but Izuku said, By the way, how's your mother? As Todoroki in this visit his mother more and more to make sure her mental stability is doing alright. To make sure that she's not too much damage after that night. As Todoroki said, she's been doing fine. In fact, they release her in about a week or two. As Deku said, that's good news. Okay, now let's train. As they spend about 2 hours and 35 and 59 minutes and 20 seconds training. They all see that they all activated Chi, but Izuku's Chi was more unique. Izuku's Chi was a replica of a snow leopard. As Bakugo said, Psh, how come you get a special Chi animal while we are stuck with Chi weapons? As Izuku said, maybe because I use my skills more than weapons. As Bakugo angrily say, What was that, nerd? As Izuku said, Nothing. As they all went to separate ways, as Izuku said, Hey, don't forget we're doing mind training tomorrow. As Bakugo said, Yeah. While he was walking home, Izuku saw a strange man try to break into his house. As Izuku said, That's the 5th one this week. As Izuku tapped the guy's shoulder, and when the guy turned around and said, What do you want, Brett? But before he can finish it, Izuku did a 45-degree roundhouse kick to the guy's head, knocking him out. Then Izuku called the police. When Iko opened the door and said, Honey, what's wrong? As Izuku said, There's friends trying to break into our house. As Inko said, Why does this always happen? As Izuku said, Don't worry, Mom. I'm always here to protect you. As Inko said, Thank you, my little leopard. By the way, I got off the phone with Dad. He said he won't be here tonight again. As Izuku said, As he took out a rose and said, Mom, put on your favorite dress. We're going out this evening. As Inko said, What? As Izuku said, We're going to your favorite restaurant. I'll be paying. As Inka said, Izuku, but you're still a child, and you're about to go to high school soon. I spend money. As Izuku said, I've been saving up from the tournaments I've won, and I saved up the allowance I've been giving. We can even go shopping after. I know you haven't done that in a very long time. As Inga said, Isu, as Isuku said, I even put on that nice suit you bought me yesterday. We can still have fun without that. Just keep your chin up for me. As Inga said, okay. As Isuku heard Isuku say, you're grown up to be a very gentlemanly and kind young man, Isu. As Isuku smiled and said, huh, thanks. I'm glad I could make you happy. As Isuku put on his nice suit, washed his hands, and put on some cologne. As Isuku said, I'm ready, Mom. As Inka said, just 1 more minute, hon. I just need to put on the dress. As Isuku said, huh, okay, Mom. After a minute or two, Inka came out wearing her favorite dress. With Inka said, what do you think? As Isuku smiled and said, I think the old man is taking you for granted if he can't see what type of cats he've gotten all those years ago. As Inka said, uh you don't have to patronize me. I know I'm just an old woman. As Isuku said, hey, 25 is not that old. As Inka said, Isu, I'm 35. As Isuku said, 35? Then why you look so young? As Inka said, Isuku, do you think if you ever dated, you would see a woman like this? As Isuku said, I'd be lucky to even find a woman. But I promise you, I will give her as much love as I possibly can. As Inka said, I know I raised a fine, well-behaved gentleman. As Isuku opened the door saying, after you. As they were going out, they had a very nice dinner, with Isuku ordering some dumplings, some duck, and with teriyaki sauce. Inka just ordered chicken and sushi. After the great meal, Isuka paid for the meal, which is almost 159 yen, or 159 bucks. I don't know what's the value of yen. As Isuka said, come on, let's go shopping. Where do you want to shop? It's your day, Mom. As Inko said, how about that shop I used to take you for your all my toys? As Isuka said, okay. As I went out shopping, Inko just walked around with Isuku, just getting a couple of things like water, chips, milk, anything you can think of. But Inka was just looking down and smiling, saying, you know, you always used to scurry around the whole store searching for the latest online toy. Now look at you, taking out an old woman for a nice dinner and shopping with her. If this is how you treat a woman, Isuku, I'm very proud of how you've been raised. As Isuku said, well, I have a very beautiful role model to help me be who I am today. As Ingo said, Isu. After they went out, Isuku paid for the groceries, then put them in the car. While Ingo was driving, Ingo thought, my boy is growing up. He's growing up so fast. But I know he's still my baby boy. As Izuku saw Ingo crying, as Izuku said, are you okay, Mom? If I did something wrong, you can tell me. As Ingo said, no, today was perfect. It was exactly how I dreamed of when I wanted to do this with your father. I just hope you can be here now to be with us. As Izuku said, me too. As they got home, as they saw a car parked in front, as Izuku said, Mom, what's this? As Izuku said, as Ingo said, I don't know, son. As Izuku and Izuku got off the car and saw a man that was in front of the door. He had black hair and looked like a full-grown Izuku. As he turned around, he said, Ingo. As Izuku said, Dad. As Hasashi Midoriya ran up to them both and hugged them tightly, saying while crying, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I was never there. So I quit that job and come down to you to finally see your faces. As Izuku hugged him back, saying, welcome home, old man. As Hasashi said, I'm not that old, but I'm so happy I get to see you. As Izuku said, I'm glad to see you too, Dad. As Hasashi asks, you've grown so much. What have I missed of your lives? As Izuku said, well, get ready because it's gonna be a long story, Dad. And first we're gonna end this what if off. Is Hasashi gonna understand Izuku's hobby? Is Hasashi gonna is Hasashi gonna be redeemed for what happened? Is Hasashi gonna become a brand new hero? Find out next time on My Hero Academia. Have a nice day now. Bye bye.
Sad, I know, yeah. I'm sad, I know, yeah. I'm not afraid to let go.
Gang, bad people slide through the block. I'ma move closer to the op. I'm a man, just shot. Freak ammo is down for the block. We getting pitched out of size, now you down in the box. Down on the dirt by some inches, and with extensions. I'ma send Earl out of.
Sad, I know.